Hello, Leo. This reading is for you. Okay. Wow. Empress is the first card out. Wow. You're coming out very, very, very strong. I feel like you've almost been in hiding too. Like if you've just been feeling like pulled back from things or not going out into the world as much in the way that you usually go out into the world and at a distance from people that like are in your different social circles that you're in or family. It's like you're not answering the phone as much, you're not going out with people as much, you're not, I don't know, there's a part of you that has been hidden for a while, but you're about to come back out. And when you do, like, you really do. You really, really do. Everybody notices, male or female, does not matter. In this deck, the Empress has these honeybees all over her. I don't know if that's clear or not, all over her dress. And the honeybee, there's a queen bee, right? And then there's all the other bees that are all these, they're going out and they do, you know, she doesn't really have to lift a finger unless she wants to, this Empress. So it's kind of like you know how to get what you are wanting, you know how to manifest, you know how to create abundance for yourself in this 3D reality, and someone is seeing that. There's something also about the number 3 here. Maybe something that you thought was going to happen around March is going to happen now instead. It was kind of like for a little bit you've been like, I just feel this energy like, hey, did the universe forget about me or something? Like, hello? I'm right here. Remember that thing that was like gonna happen in March? Like I just knew it and it was so clear, and you gave me that download and you gave me all those signs, and I was like in this Empress mode, and then it feels like you kind of got knocked down a little bit, but not too far for sure. And also, something's coming back around. Another opportunity for something that has been missed. And it could also be in 3 different areas of your life. There's just something very particular about this. And also a birthing of something new. A dream that maybe a dream that you forgot about, or a dream that you just kind of stopped putting energy into. Yeah, you have the 3 of Cups here. I didn't even see this. There's something about the 3 and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, did the universe forget about me? And the universe is like, no, we didn't. It's just like divine timing. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, we gave you that download that was going to happen in March because we wanted you to be in a certain vibrational place. And this was the best way to get you there. It's like something like that. It's kind of like a little bit like, hey, I think my guides like tricked me or something. They like, it's like being tricked in a way to be at a higher vibration. And you did that. You like kind of knew it. You like allowed yourself to be tricked, and you felt down because it wasn't there, but not too down. You didn't go too far down. You've never stayed this high up. I wouldn't say never, but for you to maintain this high of a vibration when so many things that you want so very, very badly that you're, so close to manifesting and you got so many signs for it, it's not really showing up. You really maintained a high, and spirit is like saying like, yes, that's what we want you to do. Because it's kind of like you reached a place now where it's like, it's easy to be like happy go lucky and just grateful for your life and love everything and appreciate everything and see the positive side and blah blah blah. It's easy to be in that kind of high vibe place when conditions are going the way that you want. It's even easy for you've made it far enough to where when you stumble and then it's like, all right, I'm going to heal, I'm going to regroup. Now I realize what it is I do really want. I'm going to adjust my vibration. I'm going to get in alignment with it. And then it's like, it'll be all right again. I've gotten through things like this before. But this is different because it was like that, but in multiple areas of your life. Feels like 3 different areas of your life. And you did the work to get it all to manifest even beyond. And you got all the signs for it, and you maintain that vibration, and you better than you ever have for multiple areas at the same time, and it still didn't show up. And it's like, what the heck? But Spirit is saying like you're reaching a new level now. You're reaching a new level now, so that's why. But it's like this celebration is going to be big. Big, 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 big. Wow, what a way to start it out. Okay. You have the Page of Cups, the World, and now the 9 of Swords. So someone was not making a full enough offer. Something never got off the ground. Somebody was kind of offering you their cup of love here, but at the same time it was like something ended. And it was just kind of like a nightmare, wondering, are they just dangling this cup out in front of me or are they not? Like, what's going on with this? That's kind of what it feels like. You have the 4 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Star. You are wanting this person to come back. There's a particular person that it's like a false start or something, like nothing really ever happened. But it just like always looked like it was just about to happen, but it never did. And now it like looks like it's done. And it feels like, you're definitely feeling like agony about this. And you're using that agony to ask. Oh, when I'm in a mode of, hey, I don't like this. This is like a nightmare that I keep waking up in. This is a really good time to think about what it is that you do want. That's how you turn the tides here. And so that's what you're doing with this 4 of Swords. To go from the 9 of Swords to the 4 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is like the card where they have the 9 swords on the wall and the person is sitting up in the bed like crying and holding their head. It's like just waking up in a nightmare, waking up in a nightmare, waking up in a nightmare, It's like the saddest card in the deck. But the 4 of Swords is the card of saying, okay, I didn't want that to happen. I do want this to happen. I am going to trust in the universe. I'm going to hand it over to the universe. I'm going to have faith. I'm going to have hope. You can communicate this in any way that you are wanting to. You can feel gratitude for your life. You can pray about it. You can write down what it is that you would like to manifest, right? And how you would feel if it was to be right now. Write about it as if it is right now. You can, change things up. That is like kind of setting the stage towards what you want. It's kind of like, let's say you want to like learn how to ride horses, but you don't even know anything about horses. So it's like, well, maybe buy a book about horses. Maybe go visit somewhere near you that has a horse ranch where you can like talk to some people, because maybe you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, man, I do not like horses. I thought they were great. This happened to me. I thought I wanted to be a scuba diver. I was like 100% sure. I was like, this is it. This is my dream of my whole life. I want to be a scuba diver. I just went somewhere and I saw pictures of people scuba diving and I was like, I got to do that or I can't survive. And I went and I got in the pool with all this gear on and I hated it. And I mean, I hated every second of it. And I was like, man, I don't even want to put one more ounce of energy into this. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you try something and it is not for you. But that's a good thing to do, because then you move on to the next thing and you get one step closer to the thing that actually is for you. So I feel like Spirit is saying, like, there's a message about that in here, especially when it comes to like something you want to achieve and people want to hold back during a Mercury retrograde and not do things. Well, maybe you are inspired to do something that you think right now will be great, and maybe it won't work out, but maybe it's not supposed to. Imagine if I didn't even try to go scuba diving, I would still be daydreaming about it. I wouldn't be on to the thing I'm, doing now, which I freaking love, So there's something about that, because I feel like the 3 areas of your life here, it's also something like that. Like you were expecting an achievement to come in with career, with your job, with your hobby, passion, whatever. And there's something about a stalling and being in this energy a little bit too long. Okay, so asking for what you do want, and then you have this 6 of Cups here. 6 of Cups can be somebody coming back. It can mean that. It can mean a soul connection. If it would be somebody coming back, it is somebody that you have had a deep, 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 strong connection to. You just felt that right away. Can be somebody that makes you feel like a child again, like in a good way. Usually the 6 of Cups, if you really look at it, it actually warns to not go back to someone from the past. So there's somebody from your past to not go back to, but there is someone who nothing ever got started. So it's like, would you even call them an ex? I feel like that situation is resurfacing. And that's a Star card. This is everything that you are wanting. Okay, let's see more about this person. Eight of Cups. Did they walk away from you during this eclipse? The 8 of Cups, it's not shown on this card, but usually it is a person turning away, walking down a different trail, and there is a lunar eclipse in the background. It's the only card with this on it. And recently we just had a lunar eclipse. If you're, this reading is timeless, so if you're watching it when it's not around the lunar eclipse, if somebody about a week ago walked away from you, pulled back from the connection, that's a clue about who this is. Yeah, a lot of cards for this person. You got 7 of Swords, you got 5 of Swords, you got the 7 of Wands. This person is defensive. They're very defensive because it feels like they have been cheated in the past. It's definitely somebody who feels like they have been cheated in the past. And were they worried that you had some behavior that they couldn't trust, and that's why they pulled their energy away? You have the Hanged Man, the Emperor, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. They really wanted this though, and it feels like something changed their perspective. It just gave them this perspective. But I feel like that perspective is going to change because what's interesting is you're the Empress and they're showing up as the Emperor. So you guys have the same energy going on. This is a very, very balanced connection here. But they don't think that it is. Or they didn't when they walked away. That's why they walked away. And it feels like they did that in a rush, and it also feels like they might change their perspective back in a rush. You have the King of Pentacles. I feel like they're wanting to make a steady but slow move. Let's see. You have the Six of Pentacles. They want to make sure that this is going to be even. They want to make sure that this is going to be even. And they want to make sure that you are emotionally on board. They don't want to be left out in the cold in their emotions. Ace of Pentacles with the High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles. It's like something could be a lot more than what it is. And that's really frustrating to you because you know that this has this potential. But I also feel like you're kind of like in this energy of, well, I know that things are going to work out for me because they always do. And I know that I have someone great coming towards me. Like, you know that. And you're like, yeah, I want it to be this person. And maybe swinging into sometimes being like, the universe forgot me. Like, this totally blows. Am I going to be alone forever? Feels like these little weird thoughts keep popping into your head. Because maybe it's like, it feels like in your mind you feel like you've been single for far too long. No matter what time frame it is, in your mind, it's too long. No, you don't like that. But it's kind of like Spirit is kind of saying divine timing is divine timing, right? Like the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups. This celebration is coming in 3 different areas of your life. 3 different areas to celebrate, and then you are showing up as the 3. It's like you are the reason to celebrate. The reason to celebrate is you. Whatever in your career that it is to celebrate, it's because of you. Whatever in love it is to celebrate, it's because of you. Whatever in, friendship or family, that kind of thing. The reason is you. People are seeing that you are like a huge blessing, not just in their life, but to this world, because you remind people that of this like childlike innocence with the star. Like someone may see you, like view you in a childlike way, but I think that they're going to start to see how wise that is. And there are people that already see how wise that is. You like bring out the inner child in other people, or you're going to be doing that if you haven't been. Yeah, you have the Four of Cups here. So you don't see this coming. You don't see it, you don't see it, you don't see it. But other people see who you are, and more people are going to see who you are. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. People are like, it feels like you might feel like you're really, really misunderstood, and I feel like you are. You absolutely are. But it's not going to stay that way. And you don't have to do anything to do that. It's just naturally, you're just going to do that. I think you're going to forget about it, and then you're going to like hear people saying things and giving you compliments, and you're kind of going to not know how to respond to it, because it's like people that you thought like hated you or didn't think much of you or whatever, you're going to find out that they really do think a lot of you. People that maybe you felt like you had to walk away from, that you just didn't fit in there, that there was nothing left there. It's like you inspire a lot of people. You have a lot of jealousy around you, but you have a lot of love around you too. And Spirit is protecting you at this time. Spirit is giving you that protection until you have this beautiful emotional stability. I mean, I don't even think there's an expiration date on it, but it's just kind of like you're protected right now. You're protected right now. Okay, so we also have the high priest in this deck it's called, but Hierophant. King of Wands and the Four of Wands. Somebody wants commitment with you. Like, it feels like you're meeting someone that you're going to marry. Definitely could be an upgrade in a commitment. So if you're not talking to someone, they're going to start talking to you. If you were just talking to someone, they're going to want to date you. They're going to want to have an established relationship, or they're going to want to move in, or they're going to want to go on a trip, or they're going to want to get married. Well, something is changing for the better, and it also feels like a good change. It also, I'm getting the energy of there's nothing that could phase this person. With these chameleons there, they're supposed to be very, very resilient. Is it chameleon? I think it's salamanders. There's salamanders on their cloak, and it's like they can like resist fire or something. I don't know. But it's like the meaning behind it is like they protect this King of Wands against fire. So he can make quick movements without being burned. So this person is very resilient, and they're good at making quick decisions on their feet. You have like every sign here. But mostly you have Taurus, you have Aquarius, you have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. You also have Earth here. You have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Again, I already said Taurus. But it doesn't, people are not always in their sign's energy. So they can be any zodiac sign. Why is this 5 of Wands here? You may feel like you're fighting an uphill battle with someone. It feels like it could be a friend, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a coworker. I don't know. But there's somebody that's just like, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how positive you are, they're just not. And their energy is just kind of draining. So I feel like you're just going to avoid this person. You're just like, oh, well, whatever. They're really negative. Moving on. Where I feel like before you would just be like really, really, really try to help this person be in a more positive mood. And when it wouldn't work out, it would like irk you. Like you couldn't let it go. You always had to like jump in and fix things for everybody. And it seems like now you're kind of stopping and you're thinking like, okay, wait a minute. Because you went so above and beyond, Like, let's say you meet somebody in the grocery store and they only speak Spanish and you happen to speak Spanish or something, or they're like asking for something and then you like translate for them and you help them find it. Okay, but then before you would help them go through the entire store and look for everything that they possibly need, and then you would give them a ride home, and then you would give them their phone number so you could pick them up and take them to work tomorrow. Like you gave too much, way too much, and it's great to help people, but there's a point where you gotta realize that it's too much. And that's what you're figuring out here is, I feel like a part of the reason why there has been this delay in this wish fulfillment, in this Empress mode, Wheel of Fortune, this huge celebration of the big three areas of your life. Spirit had to hold back because you didn't do any work on yourself. You were just doing everything for everybody else. Even friends that would come see you you're not just hanging out with them, you're working on them. And when they leave your company, they are better off than when they came to you. And you do that with a lot of people everywhere that you go, and you didn't really do that. You didn't have any time left for yourself. So this is learning huge self-care. This is learning huge self-love. And this is learning when to give your energy and when not to. And it's okay to do that, you know? There's like something to that big time. Yeah, look, you have temperance here, balancing it out. And the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? Because you let yourself be so depleted and so heartbroken. And this is how you were towards yourself with this sword up. But towards everybody else, you were just this angel balancing everything out. And it's like, you can't survive that way, yo. You really, really, really can't. Five of Pentacles at the bottom. You are leaving yourself out in the cold. So now you're balancing it out. You're balancing it out and you're like vibing really, really high. So Spirit is like, good for you. Keep going. Keep doing that. And whatever you're like working on, whatever it is that you are like really, really wanting to happen here, like keep putting your energy into it because it's going to work out here. Yeah, you have justice. You have balance. You have the Devil card here. So I feel like people are going to be revealing their true faces to you. And it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. But somebody has been hiding like who they really are. And who they really are is going to come out. And other people are going to see that. Because they've been trying to badmouth you. It's not going to stand though. Yeah, because look, you have the Tower card. You have the Two of Cups. Oh, Page of Swords. Wow. Four of Pentacles. And then the Nine of Pentacles. So just like, look at that. Wow. So this Queen of Wands is your energy for sure. And you did have the King of Wands right here. Wow. Getting a lot of pairs coming out today. You also had the High Priestess in the Hierophant. Like, look at this. So someone has been toxic and they just want bad things for you. It's kind of like it's hidden from you, or you just see the good too much in people to where you can't even see that someone so very close to you doesn't care about you, or they want bad things for you, or they kind of get excited when things don't go good for you. And if they're like, yeah, well, yeah, you have to learn that things are not always, so good for you. Like they just see your life as going so good. And it's like, well, yeah, but that's because of your own positive outlook that you have, right? And it's not always good, but it's just like you keep going through it. Like they don't really know the true details, or they're just like choosing not to look at them if they do know. But it feels like a couple of people, they kind of want wrong for you, but you're protected at this time. So also it's like, and it feels like any wrong that they are allowed to do to you, the payout that you're going to get for it is so much higher. And it's also is like people are going to see that these people tried to do this to you. And then they're going to see the way like you respond like with grace. And it's just going to put you even higher in like the public eye, it feels like. But something is coming in quick here with this Tower card. It's like it feels like someone's holding back. You have the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. So someone is holding back, that they are looking and watching. And they are wanting this connection with you. Look at this. They are wanting this love here with you. They see you as everything. The Nine of Pentacles is the, woman in the garden that has all these pentacles surrounding her. That is very, very established person. Now you have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You know, you're very, very happy and content in your life, and there is news coming. News coming soon of change, of blessings, of you, of how great you are. Everyone is going to know, and everyone is going to see how great you are. That is undeniable. You're going to have options. Several different people trying to come in, and you have to choose. You get to choose. You have the Seven of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So you have a lot of people coming in. You have a lot of options. Spirit is rushing towards you with this Eight of Wands. Wow. Very, very beautiful reading. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit heavy right now, a little bit down right now, if you're feeling a little bit like, hey, did this universe forget about me? No. The answer is no. It's getting better. It's getting brighter. Keep pushing forward, okay? Thank you.